everyone. Happy National Podcast Day. It is Emily Uri here, co-host of Momfessions Podcast. And we are going live. Very exciting. This is the first time we've gone live on our Momfessions page. So we thought the National Podcast Day would be a great day for us to do that. I am waiting for my co-host Beth to join. Looks like here she comes. It works. Will we see Beth?
Yay, we did it!
Hello. How are you?
Good. Happy National Podcast Day.
Happy National Podcast Day to you too, love. Sorry, we're 4 minutes late hopping on, but it wasn't loading at first. So that always those things pop up.
It's because everybody's doing school online right now. They're using up all the internets. Isn't that science?
Yeah. Yeah. Are your kiddos on school?
They're on screens at the moment. School or not, they're.
Right. You don't have to answer that question.
They're over
You're
there,
on
and
Facebook
I'm
Live,
behind locked doors. So.
I am as well. I've sequestered in my office locked door. I do have mine. They're hooked to their videos, like they're watching at school, and I have threatened their lives. So hopefully we won't be interrupted.
Yes, and if we are, it's what it is.
That's the way
moms. That's what we do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So just to catch everyone up, Beth and I are the co-host for Momfessions Podcast, and you can find Momfessions on practically every podcast streaming service, hosting service, whatever you call it, whatever it is, we're there.
It's true.
You can look up Momfessions, and we put out a new episode every other Monday, and we talk about all kinds of things.
Yeah.
Right? And we're going to talk about all kinds of things, even in this Facebook Live, so people can get a little taste here on National Podcast Day of what Momfessions is about. And Beth, I have written some questions to ask you that you know nothing about, and I have a feeling you've done the same for me. So how about I do one, you do one, I do one, you do one.
Okay.
We'll do that. And if anyone else who's watching has a question, they can ask, and maybe we'll answer it.
Maybe.
The maybe is if we see the comment or not. So there you go.
Or how embarrassing
Let's
it
just
is.
be real.
I mean, no, never mind.
Yeah,
we like to embarrass ourselves. It's fine.
I know. I'm kind of an open book, so anyways. Okay, I'm gonna go first, and then I'm gonna ease you in.
Okay.
Here's the first one. What's the grossest thing you've ever eaten?
Oh, okay. So I went through this training for a mission trip that I did in college, and we were required to eat some different things from around the world. And this is okay. No offense to anybody who enjoys this. No offense, but for me, it was rough. So they had something called a century egg, which is a boiled egg that has, I believe, I may be wrong, was buried for a while and has fermented, so to speak, and it turns black, and then you consume it. And I was required to try that. It was what it sounds like. It was very rough. So yes, that is the grossest thing I've purposefully eaten. I've probably eaten bugs and such on accident, but it's what it is.
You collect cicadas. So
that's true. I do. It probably wouldn't faze me. Okay.
Okay, I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready.
What? This is very deep and personal, so be ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
What breakfast cereal has influenced your life the most?
Interesting question. What breakfast cereal has influenced my life the most? Well, definitely the breakfast cereal that was with me the most through my childhood, which I bet you would never guess. So I really never liked cereal for breakfast, but I would eat it for a snack. and sometimes Sunday night dinners were cereal at
Oh
my
yeah.
house. So it was, drum roll please, Raisin Bran.
Oh.
I loved Raisin Bran as a kid. And then it's probably been like 8 or 9, maybe even 10 years ago, like as an adult, as a mom at the grocery store, I bought some Raisin Bran because I thought I have such
Oh
fond
yeah.
memories of Raisin Bran. And I tried it again. I was like, yeah, this is not what I remembered.
Did you eat it dry?
No, I ate it
Oh,
with
okay.
milk.
Okay. I was like, that's a
Yeah.
whole different experience.
And my mom would even let me sprinkle a little extra sugar.
Oh yeah.
Which I tried again as an adult to help. But
still no.
It did not. Still a no. I was like, I'm not quite sure what I saw in this as a child. But I really I still am not crazy about cereal in the morning, but I do eat it sometimes. My kids eat cereal in the morning. But I really like Smart Start. Have you ever tried that one?
I feel like that's just the grown-up Raisin Bran. Like that's like the next step up, right?
Is. Yeah,
yeah.
it is. So I'm a bran flaky.
Yes. Well, I'm a Fruity Pebbles kind of girl, so that seems it.
Yeah.
I feel like that could be a personality test.
Fruity Pebbles makes my stomach like it's too sweet. I'm serious.
It is too sweet. You're right. It is too sweet, but sometimes just need some.
Yeah, and I remember my sister used to love to eat honeycombs. Do you remember those?
Yes.
Honeycombs. Yes. And I got them for my niece one time, again as an adult, because when she came to visit thinking, oh, my sister, this is and I was like, this is like styrofoam. We are eating.
Yeah, they shred the top of your mouth. They're one of those cereals that
Yes, they
that
do.
And Captain Crunch. Yeah. I mean, they'll just tear you up. Yep.
Okay, that's a great question, Beth. I could talk about cereal.
I know.
Forever. Okay, number 2, here it comes. Okay. All right. What, kid TV show, not general, kids shows, or a kid song, which one annoys you the most?
Oh, annoys me the most. Oh, there's so many. There's so many. So, yeah. So I feel like any kid song. I'm not with my first child, and this is so revealing, but with my first child, we never listened to kids music ever. She listened to what I listened to, and that was it. We did not, because I couldn't handle it. If a song gets stuck in my head, it's like trauma to me. I cannot deal with it. And so we just didn't. And so now by my third child, I've let her, we've done the whole Netflix baby bum and the nursery rhyme shows and stuff, and kind of let her dig into those. But it took 3 children to get me to a point where I would allow them in my home. Yeah. So pretty much.
Do you have a show you hate?
I mean, Caillou, obviously. That one's just not even.
That goes
that's not even an option. And SpongeBob, those are the 2. Can't do them. They're too much. They're just.
I can't tolerate Peppa Pig for very long.
Okay, yeah, no, because
all the snort
and the whisker, the weird whiskers on the male pigs. It just creeps me out. It's not even I love their accents. I'll watch anything with a British or an English accent. I don't care. But it's the whiskers. And I'm like, dude, pluck them out. You've got 4 of them. Just get rid of them.
Yeah, I know. Okay. All right. Next up for
What's your favorite smell?
What is my favorite smell? I really enjoy either vanilla type smells, vanilla scented type things, or which is similar to vanilla, apple cinnamony type smells. Those are my things. I don't love floral smells.
You're like a food smell girl.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, while I eat my raisin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to enhance that experience a little bit.
Yes. Yes.
Awesome. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. All right. Which one of your children do you like best?
I knew you were going to ask this question because I thought about
No,
asking
you
you
did
that
not.
question.
No way. That's hilarious.
Oh man.
Okay,
I feel like I've learned that the internet does not forget things. And
oh yeah.
so I'm just going to plead the fifth on that one.
Oh, come
Well,
on.
and it depends on the
Okay,
day
then
and the
right.
stage.
Tell me one thing you like about each of
Oh,
your
I can do that. Okay.
or one thing you admire. You
Okay.
can do it.
So my oldest daughter, Lily, is just getting to this point where I can like interact with her, have like real conversations. And I'm loving building that relationship with her because she's super witty and just like clever. She loves like wordplay and puns, which just is right up my alley.
Yeah.
She's just my girl.
Okay.
So she's super fun right now, just as a companion, as much as my daughter. And my middle child, Aulani, is my spunkiest, silliest. Like she is just energy, sound, and movement all the time. Yeah. I remember posting a video one time and my friend sending me a message and saying, "Is your kid a cartoon character?" Because she is just hilarious in everything she does. All of her movements and facial expressions and stuff. She's so funny, but she is the most compassionate and loving, and she loves people. Like when we were at church pre-COVID, she would run and she would just be hugging every single person from the children's building to the sanctuary, and I would be like, "Girl, like you don't know these people, just stop." But she just had to love them. And then my youngest is a three-nager all the way right now, but she
But it's my favorite
I
age.
know. I'll send her to your house on the days she needs it.
Okay, I'll take her.
And she definitely has the most array of emotions of my three girls. And she is just so, what's the word I'm looking for? Like animated in the way that she expresses herself. Like she'll just be like just this sass, and it is like it's so cute with her dimples and her little chunky cheeks. And man, I'm in trouble, but she's just so cute. So I love them all.
Okay.
My mom.
All right, you redeemed yourself there.
My mom has I'm the oldest of 5 kids, and so my mom has this thing where she always says, "You're my favorite," but she'll send it to like the group text for our family so that we have to like guess, but I know it's me. Like it's always been me, obviously. But yeah. So
that's funny.
Okay, well, mine is not quite as sweet, but it is kind of a follow-up on my last question.
Okay.
Do you think it's okay for couples to fart in front of each other? I think your face is the answer.
Yes, I do.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Are you surprised by this?
No. I mean, I feel like, yeah, of course they should be allowed to, because otherwise be uncomfortable.
If you're not to that point after you have children, I don't know what it's going to take to get you to that point.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, would you have said this before you were married or before you had children?
I would think so. Yeah.
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 But one thing, I mean, this is way TMI, but here we are. If you've just tuned in, welcome. I don't like using the restroom. Like I have to have my privacy.
Yeah, you're not like not an open door.
No matter what is happening in the restroom, I want to be alone.
Yes. Well, motherhood does change that too, I'm afraid. So.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So you're not an open door household then.
Not
Yeah.
completely, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I see those little fingers under the door.
yeah, no, my
Yeah.
daughter, we had a whole house full of people, and she went to the bathroom with the door open, like the bathroom right off the living room. And I was like, hey, shut the door. And she goes, it's my house. Like,
Oh, gosh.
so,
Oh, but not everybody wants to see it.
but
That's
I
funny.
think before I was married, I would have been like, yes, you should fart in front of each other. But then I married like, you know, a warm-blooded human male who farts more than humanly possible. I love you, Joe. You're wonderful. But now I'm like, maybe we should have a separate room for that. That'd be great.
Yeah. Yeah. Funny.
So,
Yeah, it is interesting too. This is like, I'm going on a rabbit trail here. But you know how like you talk about like bathroom habits and stuff
mhm.
exponentially more after you have kids, right? Like that's part of their well-being, you know, like there you go. But also I have found as we have aged, like you talk about that stuff more too, like your stuff, there's a lot more getting up in the night, going to the bathroom than there used to
Yes.
happen. Like, you know, you got to pee like 12 times. And so, yeah, all that has been, if like I wouldn't have, my 25-year-old self wouldn't have believed how like freely we discuss all these things. Now, like we're almost at 13 years married. So, yes, for sure. Like we're way past that point. So.
That
Okay.
is so funny.
Next question. Beth, I am pulling us up out of the gutter. I'm pulling us out of the
You know, I
ditch.
bring us
Okay.
right down in there, and that's how I
I
roll.
know. Next question. Okay. Okay. So this is like a deeper question. Why do you continue to put up with me and do the Momfessions podcast? Like, why are you part of Momfessions?
I mean, I've stuck around for a few years now, right? Like, yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You know, I think that what we are doing is important. It's something. Sorry, for some reason it's echoing back in my ears here. Hopefully, you can still hear me.
Yeah, you're fine. You sound good.
Okay, good. So, yeah, I think that what we're doing is important. I think that we are giving women a voice in a season of their life. Can you hear my kid screaming? Because she's totally screaming.
Yeah, I can hear.
Yeah, I mean,
not phasing
yeah,
me.
and just like right in this moment, there's some solidarity in this recognition that, like, you know, we are doing something that is giving women a voice, but we're also saying, man, look, I'm hiding in my room right now. My kid is screaming in the other room. Like, we we are in this together, you know? And I think that you, Emily, have carried that flag and have done it so well and taught me how to champion motherhood and to celebrate my children. I still remember starting with Fort Worth Moms and that being something that you said, and I'll never forget it. Because there are days when I don't feel like championing motherhood. I don't feel like celebrating my children. I want to hide, and I want to yell, and I want to just give up, you know, because these are hard things that we're doing. But if I can say to another mom, you're not alone, you are in this with a community and a tribe, and we are here together, and I can encourage them somehow, then we're going to press on. So,
Yes.
yeah.
Amen, sister.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Your next question.
Okay. Well, I feel like yours are so good and mine are so silly.
Yours are wonderful. I love silly.
Well,
this is why we make the best team.
Mine is a would you rather. So, would you rather look 10 years older from the neck up? 10 years older. Yes. Yeah, it's a would you rather. They're the worst. 10 years older from the neck up or the neck down?
I think the neck up.
Yeah? Okay, you're going to have to expand on that.
I don't know. I feel like makeup can help.
Right.
I don't know. I feel like I'm already starting to experience the 10 years older from the neck down. Like all these things are changing on me, and I'm
I
like, what the what?
know.
And it's more difficult to like get that in shape back where it
Yeah.
used to be than it is. I feel like just putting on some makeup and putting your hair down, getting some Botox or something. I would never get Botox because I hate needles, but who
Right.
knows?
Right.
And I don't know. Would you be reversed?
See, I don't know. I was hoping not to have to answer my own question.
Sorry. Yeah,
No. Yeah, I don't know, because I feel like you can cover up from the neck down, but the face is always, I mean, except for now in this global pandemic where we get to wear masks, you know.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I'm at the point with you where it's like, it's all just aging. So I don't know if I could choose just one spot to.
Holy cow! What happened?
Right.
I don't know.
Oh man.
Gosh.
Oh man. Yes, makeup is
Okay.
good. Spanx seems so uncomfortable. I don't think I'd want to do
Okay.
Spanx.
Is somebody out there watching and that can answer this for me? How do you find Spanx that don't just roll down 2 minutes after you put them on?
I don't know.
Am I not buying the appropriate size?
Okay, Shirley.
Do I have the wrong cut? Like, what am I doing wrong? I don't know. Somebody has got to tell me. Because, like, I put on the Spanx and then it just rolls down. Like, it just, like, rolls in a tire tube.
See, I have never worn Spanx because I just feel like I would die. Yeah, I would be like a sausage stuffed into its packaging, and I just can't.
Like, I feel like maybe I think I don't need the ones that are all the compression. Like,
yeah.
Because I think those are the ones. Like, I think I need the ones that are just kind of like looser and sort of like shorts.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't figure
so
out.
you just want like a robe.
Yeah, I just want to be smoothed in and held in a little. I don't want to be like a corset, you know. Yeah. But then I'm short-bodied and long-legged. And sometimes I think they're made for people who are more in proportion, right? So these come way up and they're not supposed to, and then they start rolling down. I don't know.
So do they, anyway. I always assumed Spanx were like those little wrestling onesies that have like come over your shoulders.
But you can get them just as like really high waisted underwear, and they'll even go into like shorts, or they can be like a bikini bottom. I mean, there's probably thong ones, which I can't imagine why in the world you would ever want to wear that, but whatever. You do you.
Yeah, that ship has sailed. It has sailed.
You can do the ones that are all the way up, and people always say, well, just wear that. I'm like, no. I want to be able to go to the restroom in a fairly convenient manner.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to have to like hold open your Spanx at the bottom and pray to God you don't make a mess.
You don't want the snaps in the bottom there?
No, I don't.
A throwback to your infanthood.
Probably. And then you know how much trouble we had with like making the snaps match on our children's like nightgowns. How in the world am I going to do that for myself in a public restroom?
See, no. I will just be happy and plump. That's all I need. Forget the Spanx. Yeah, just can't do that.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Sorry for that. Okay. Last question for you. What's one thing you want our listeners to know about you?
It's a good question. I mean, I tell everybody who will listen about my chickens. Does that?
Yes, it can be. You collect cicadas and you have chickens.
I love my chickens like so much. I love them. Probably way too much, but yeah. So yeah, I think I would tell them about my chickens.
She's a chicken lady.
I would just tell them about my chickens.
And for a bonus question, can you tell us how many plants you have inside your house?
Well, I killed off a few over the last few months, but my daughter did count a few months ago, and there were 105.
No way. That is even more than I would have guessed.
It's more than I would have guessed too.
And these are these indoor plants or outdoor plants combined?
They are indoor. They were outdoor for a little bit in the summer, but they are indoor
Oh my
plants.
gosh.
So you can, there's one there. This is my favorite one.
I know. There has to be one every like 3 feet if you have 105.
I have a lot of windows, and a lot of them are all near one window. Anyways, yes, I have too many plants. Not enough chickens.
Okay, I love it. That should be like a t-shirt. Too many plants, not enough chickens.
Okay. All right.
Your turn.
What is your plan for the zombie apocalypse? Because we know it's coming. It's 2020. Yeah.
Right, yes.
Yeah.
We only have like 3 more months. It's the final act of 2020. Well, I don't really know. I think we just might, like hide in our house and maybe try to do like a Harry Potter thing where we make a home under the stairs or something. We do garden. Maybe I should start canning so we have enough food for the apocalypse. Yeah. That's my plan, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. It is the weirdest year.
It really is. It really is.
Yeah.
It really is. So I'm going to steal one of yours, and I want to know why you are doing this. Why do you do Momfessions? Why do you pour your time and your heart into Fort Worth moms and Momfessions? What drives you to keep doing this?
Well, first of all, it's really fun. Like, I get to hang out with you, and it's part of my job to just talk about our lives.
Right.
So that's fun. I just love creating things like words, whether it's a podcast or things that we publish and write. I love to be a part of that creative process. So that in itself is something that really like gets my mind going, and my heart is in it because I felt like isolated and alone and overwhelmed and underqualified when I first became a mom. And as I kind of walked through that journey, I had women come alongside me, and it's just something that really like tapped into what I experienced, and I think kind of who I am as a person, as an Enneagram type 1, the reformer. I love to do things that make people's lives happier, or like, I don't just want to say like better, but we kind of have this saying at Fort Worth Moms that an article about raising chickens or gardening is just as significant and important as a really great piece on postpartum depression. Like, they have as much value, as much significance in a woman's life. And I just see Momfessions, our podcast, as an extension of that. It's another way that we get to kind of fulfill our mission. And it's personal. It's personal for me. It's not just a job that I'm doing to make ends meet. It is something that I care a lot about. I can't stand the idea of a woman feeling alone or left out or excluded or on her own in motherhood. Like, I just can't even handle the thought of it. So yeah, that's why I'm dragging you through this, Beth.
I'll take it. I'm jumping on board.
Okay, good.
I'm jumping on board. Awesome. Well, this was super fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah. We finished our questions. We do have a new episode coming out on Monday, I believe. Isn't it this Monday we have a new episode? It's number 30-something, 32,
maybe.
31.
That seems right.
Maybe. Yeah, it gets kind of confusing.
On discipline.
Also, on discipline. Yes, we are talking about discipline. And we kind of picked that topic too because of everything else in 2020 revolves around like the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
But discipline has been a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
And it has changed quite a bit. There's a bug. Hey, here's your
Catch it.
bug.
I'll feed it to my chickens.
I will. So yeah, that's coming out. And we also have a big milestone to celebrate. We are close to, like so close. And I think maybe with the new episode, we will hit the marker. We are so close to 5,000 downloads for Momfessions.
Yeah.
We are so excited about that. So,
it's awesome.
All right. Well, thanks for hanging out with us.
Yes.
You can find all of the Momfessions episodes on your favorite podcast streaming service, or you can find it at fwmoms.com. All right, Beth.
All right.
Go water your plants. Feed your chickens.
Will do. Save my children. Bye.
Yes. Bye.